Well, hey, and welcome to another IC82 video. Fine, okay, you want me to test how strong the Black 5 is. Okay, I will comply. I have no problems with doing that at all. For people that are just watching this thinking, huh? There's another video on my channel if you go check it out, which was a request, so it's titled RQST, and it's basically my Black 5 pulling a relatively standard and realistic freight slash goods train around the layout, and that's it basically, nothing special. In fact, she's just going past the camera for us now. She's a Hornby Black 5, a premium one. She's very, very nice, I must say. And this is the freight train that she was pulling, you know, she was hauling. And very realistic, quite heavy, but not a problem. And if I just press stop, this is where the current train ends. That's the end. This I'm going to leave here because this nice little LMS brake van can mark the end of the real train, you know. But this is a test. This is a scientific test. Well, yeah, okay, maybe. And we're going to test just how strong this locomotive is by adding on extra wagons and trucks and everything to the back of this. So bear in mind, this marks the end of the realistic train, and anything beyond this is just for testing purposes basically. So, you know, you'll see all sorts. Okay, thank you Percy for those. That's smashing. We need some more though. So if you could just go away and we'll have a look at what you've brought us. Thank you. Okay, so what exactly did Percy bring us then? Well, he brought us another spare wagon, a covered wagon, probably for clay or something, another empty wagon. Ooh, I think we'll have to fill that. Two really small 5-plank wagons, I think they are, with Hornby loads in. Now, they're quite heavy actually. They're made of some sort of resin. Oh gosh, just destroy the whole thing. Here we go. You can see that it's basically just a resin block, but they do weigh quite a bit. So we can leave them as they are. That's quite good. And then, oh hey, look at that crew. Samuel Heath Jr., coal merchant. If anybody has any information on that, I'd be keen to know. Anyway, sorry, yeah, moving on. Okay, just another empty 5 or 6 plank wagon. For salt. Huh. Okay. A couple of GWR box fans. A derailed, slightly GWR timber wagon. I've probably just done that, haven't I? Okay. And then these gorgeous, highly 7 or 9 plank wagons, I can't remember, I really can't be bothered to count. But what's quite nice about these wagons is they're full of real coal from the next door neighbour. Oh, bless him. So, thanks Percy for those, that's great, but I'm pretty sure that the Black 5 can cope with all of that. So how about we get Toby to bring us some more? Okay, more wagons coupled up. Thanks, Toby and Percy. You can go back to doing whatever you were doing now. Right, well, thanks to Toby donating all of the Thomas and Friends wagons, and Percy donating all of the GWR wagons, we can see that the train for this Black 5 is now really, really big. Yep, that's it, that's her, all the way over there in the distance, that tiny little black dot. And there's this gigantic train of wagons, basically. So, the length of the train for this Black 5 is getting quite long now, but there's still one wagon that we need to include, really. Oh yes, look at this bad boy. This is a Dapol Megabox, and it's in EW&S livery, as you can see. Not only that, but she's filled with bulk ore as well. Psst, stones from the garden. And I have 5 of these. And I'm just going to show you how heavy they are. Okay, so I'm back and I have some scales. Don't worry, I'm not going to be baking any cakes. Oh, actually, that's a real shame. I just fancy some cake. But no, I'm here to conduct an experiment. So I've put the scales on. I'm just going to put this on, you'll see why. Let's just clear that now. Okay, so it's ignoring the glass tumbler that's on there. Right. And let's just rest this on the top. Wow, 363 grams. Okay, so that's just one. And then, as I say, there's number 2. Stay, and that's 347 grams. Number 3 weighs 356 grams. Number 4 weighs 364 grams. And then number 5 weighs 345 grams. So if we add those to the weight of the rest of the train, we get a figure which looks like this. So that's the total weight of the train. I'm going to put these on the track, couple them up, and then let's see if the Black 5 can pull them. Okay, so we're done. There's the Black 5, and here is her train. Just look at that. It's huge. Especially with these Dapol Megaboxes on the end. It's just going to make the entire train so heavy and so big and so hard to pull. She's got her work cut out for her, she really has. Okay, so I lifted the Black 5 off the track and then manually pushed back all of the wagons and trucks, and they reach right behind Mr. Frosty, even covering the level crossing. Now bear in mind that from the last shot the Black 5 was parked up about there, and so you can see that the entire train takes up about 60-70% of the layout, which is, well, 60-70% of the ring, you know, the outermost ring, the outermost loop, which is quite impressive. Okay, I'm actually really nervous. I don't know if she's going to do this. Right, everything's set up, the camera is in position, the DCC controller is switched on, the correct number has been selected and the correct direction has been selected. So, we're ready to go. I just quickly do need to explain something. As she travels from here to here, it might look like she's doing fine and it's really easy, because basically all she's doing is pulling all of the slack between all of the wagons, and once she's done that, that's when it'll really hit. That's when the entire weight of the train will hit the locomotive basically, and that's when it will have to work really, really hard. So initially she's going to find it quite easy, and then it'll get really tough. But with momentum, physics says that after a while it will get easier. So let's put our faith in science and our faith in this locomotive and see if she can do it. Here goes nothing. She's doing it! Wow! OMG. That is amazing. That is amazing. The weight of this train. Oh, she's struggling. There's wheel spin, there's wheel spin. Oh no, she's stopped. She can't do it. She's stopped on this bend here. It's like she's got no grip on this bend for some reason. Watch. She just can't get going. She really can't. Let's see if we can double head her and give her some extra help. Okay, well, an hour later, there are some locomotives that could be used to double head with, such as the GWR Castle class at the back there, the G2A LMS in the middle, and the beautiful Prairie tank at the front. But they're not Black 5s, and my other Black 5s aren't DCC. So what I have done instead is I've taken off 3 of the really heavy DAPL mega boxes, so there's just 2 remaining. But the rest of the train is as it was. Not a single thing has been changed there. So let's see if she'll go now. Oh. It's tough and she doesn't like it. Oh, come on, be fair, she's starting on a bend. I mean, that's going to be really tough. Sorry about the squeak. That's my trainers. Go on. You can do it. Yes. She's going. She's going. That's it. Build up some speed. That'll help. Oh no, another bend. Oh, what's really tough now is that this part of the room is actually uphill. No, she can't do it. She's struggling. Okay, I've made an alteration. I've put the other 3 DAPL megaboxes back on, but I've also put on a pusher locomotive, the G2A from Bachmann. So let's just get her to couple up. Okay, bend 10's ready, and the class G2A Super D from Bachmann is ready as well. The 2 are linked together on the same number, so let's see what happens. Oh yes. It takes 2 to tango. Ah, that is a piece of cake. Well, there we have it. Black 5s are definitely strong, but when it comes to hauling over a kilo of gravel from the garden, they need a little bit of help.